The WWE's handling of the Ronda Rousey vs Charlotte Flair vs Becky Lynch feud has been one of its best storylines in recent years, with many fans seeing their upcoming match at WrestleMania 35 as the event's biggest match and possibly the first ever women's main event for WrestleMania. Many people feel that Rousey's kayfabe-breaking actions are part of the program's success. However, why has the WWE decided to let Rowdy Ronda break kayfabe? Number 1. Her babyface act wasn't working. Ronda Rousey was a wrestling fan long before she became a professional wrestler. Her love of pro wrestling was seen in a number of ways, ranging from her asking wrestling legend Roddy Piper if she could adopt his nickname, and her naming herself and 3 of her friends as the Four Horsewomen, a tribute of course to the legendary wrestling faction the Four Horsemen. While Rousey has worked hard in making the jump from the octagon to the WWE squared circle, her role as a babyface may not have been the right fit for her. Granted, Rousey was easy to cheer when she teamed with Kurt Angle last year to beat up Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, but her image as a legitimate bruiser is much more conducive to her playing a heel. Rousey was initially able to get on by the novelty of being a new face in the WWE, but once she crossed paths with the super popular anti-hero Becky Lynch, the fans made the decision, and the decision was to rally behind Lynch. Granted, there haven't been cries of "Die Ronda, die," but Rousey's career was beginning to parallel that of Rocky Maivia during his initial run as a sappy babyface. It could be said that Rousey acted a bit too hard to please the fans, and it was beginning to hurt her career. Her incarnation as a heel plays much better to her as a performer, and her breaking the fourth wall enhances this even further. Number 2. She couldn't cut it on the mic. One of the most important pieces of becoming a true main event player is the ability to cut a good promo. Although the WWE's promos are heavily scripted, leaving no room for improvisation, Rousey still had tremendous problems on the mic. She has had trouble speaking her lines, particularly when the fans booed her. The easily flustered Rousey isn't the first superstar to find themselves having to learn to speak, but as a main eventer and the focus of the women's division, she needed to do better. Although it may be a crutch, Rousey breaking the fourth wall has helped her on the mic, and while there's plenty of room for improvement, it's a much needed start. Number 3. She's still a rookie. Rousey has enjoyed a massive push since her debut last year, and it's clear that Vince McMahon sees her as the crown jewel of the women's division. Nonetheless, she has been a WWE superstar for just about a year, something that's easy for the fans to forget. Unlike Brock Lesnar, who benefited from manager Paul Heyman, Rousey has no mouthpiece to fall back on and was thrown to the wolves when it came to cutting promos. Her gimmick of threatening to shoot on opponents is another way to hide her vulnerabilities as a talker. Whether or not it works in the long run remains to be seen, but for now, it's working just the way Vince McMahon wants it, drawing publicity and heat to the upcoming WrestleMania bout. Number 4. Becky Lynch legitimately angered Rousey during their social media war. One of the highlights of the feud between the Man and Rowdy Ronda has been their social media battles. However, MMA star Miesha Tate believes Lynch crossed the line when the Man exchanged barbs with Rousey via social media. It got under her skin. "I know about this," Tate said during Wednesday's episode of MMA Tonight on SiriusXM. "You don't talk about her family. You don't talk about this, even if it's just a joke. She doesn't have a sense of humor and therefore shit got real." No, Ronda's pissed. Ronda's not joking. She's not playing games. She's not used to having to play by the rules. She never had to before. Why is she going to now? She's already broken the rule with the F word, saying some things are fake. She's not a company woman. She never has been. While Tate's comments should be taken with the proverbial grain of salt, professional wrestling has a history of promos turning to real-life rages. Recall how Shawn Michaels' Sunny Days comments insinuating that Bret Hart was cheating on his wife with WWF diva Sunny led to a backstage brawl between the two. Number 5. The circumstances seem right for a worked shoot. Like anything in life, luck can play a role in the development of a wrestling character or angle. Whether it was Stone Cold Steve Austin's off-the-cuff remark at 1996's King of the Ring about Jake Roberts' face that led to the birth of Austin 316, Hulk Hogan's reluctant decision to turn heel and join the New World Order, or the birth of the Mr. McMahon character after the events of the Montreal Screwjob came to light. Big things can happen under the right circumstances. Here, Becky Lynch's war of words and Ronda Rousey's increasingly hostile replies turned what looked to be a heated feud into what some might see as a match with the potential to turn into an actual fight. Rousey's background as a legitimate badass have all been part of her character since her debut, with a potential to legitimately injure an opponent now being used to promote this feud. While the match will be worked as any other match, the WWE is likely hoping to draw the curiosity of casual fans or non-fans to the match. You can be certain Vince is hoping some people will think wrestling is scripted, but this match is going to be real. It's an age-old promoter's trick, and while the days of kayfabe may be dead, this angle has been so masterfully crafted that some are buying into the possibility of a shoot. That being said, you can be sure the WWE is doing everything to fuel this fire, hence Rousey breaking the fourth wall. Number 6. It's relatable to fans and wrestlers alike. The fans aren't the only ones who have noticed how well the angle has worked. WWE Hall of Famer Bully Ray, aka Bubba Ray Dudley, commented on Rousey's work on a recent episode of Busted Open Radio. If you really look at this the right way, you're going to see the genius that it is. I don't even have to explain it for you to see how genius it really is. A 1-minute promo took you on a roller coaster of emotions, and now you want to see this match even more. Job done. It doesn't matter how they get the job done, only that it gets done. If anybody can pull off this type of promo, it's her. Coming out of Ronda's mouth is legitimate. That's how a legitimate person who came from the outside world would react. Who has come from the outside? Kurt Angle? Ken Shamrock? What if Kurt Angle or Ken Shamrock would have said the same thing a year after and said, "Screw the WWE Universe, I'm just going to snap ankles"? Would it have worked? Of course it would, because they come from a different world. Rousey's work has fans and wrestlers talking in a positive way, another reason for Rousey crossing the line between kayfabe and reality. Number 7. The WWE loves publicity, especially for WrestleMania. Some believe the first WrestleMania would have never succeeded had Vince McMahon not accessed a crossover audience via the Rock and Wrestling connection, brought about by Cyndi Lauper's involvement with the WWF. Since then, the WWE has never shied away from bringing in celebrities and athletes to boost the appeal of WrestleMania. Rousey's status as a UFC Hall of Famer cannot be overlooked, particularly in the light of anyone feeling her match has the potential to be a worked shoot. Factor in the possibility that the WWE will make history by staging Rousey's match as the main event, making it the first time a women's match has headlined the WWE show of shows, and you have a publicist's dream. The publicity from this match could take the WWE to new heights, particularly its ever-growing women's division. Number 8. Controversy creates cash, and merchandise too. In addition to helping promote the Showcase of the Immortals, Rousey's new approach to breaking kayfabe has led her to milking her new persona for the almighty dollar. Recently, she released a t-shirt at RondaRousey.com designed to appeal to her new approach of breaking kayfabe. One t-shirt is a parody of the motion pictures industry R-rating label and states, "Restricted, under 17 requires accompanying mark or adult guardian. No respect for the business, breaks kayfabe, violence and language." Another is a less subtle t-shirt that reads, "Break kayfabe," a testament to Rousey's new attitude. If Rousey can recreate some of the magic of Stone Cold Steve Austin's Austin 316 t-shirt, she'll have a nice chunk of change to add to her already lucrative WWE contract. Number 9. She's a Paul Heyman girl. No, Ronda Rousey isn't being managed by Paul Heyman, but the much revered manager and former promoter of Extreme Championship Wrestling has reportedly been lending his expertise to Ronda's promos, helping her establish herself as a woman willing to end her opponent's career every time she steps in the ring. According to PW Insider, Heyman has been working in concert with Ronda Rousey to script everything surrounding the build to a WrestleMania main event. If true, Heyman's work is paying off, making this program must-see TV not only for the WWE Universe, but for outsiders as well. And number 10. It could be a test. All Elite Wrestling's pending debut couldn't have come at a worse time with the WWE debuting on Fox. WWE will have to earn a certain rating or risk losing its lucrative contract with the network. While the WWE's financial success can't be denied, its TV ratings slide can't be denied either, making it vital that the promotion turn things around. If Ronda Rousey's approach to breaking down the fourth wall proves successful, don't be surprised to see WWE use it with other angles and wrestlers. The WWE needs to freshen up its product, something Vince McMahon recognizes, but seems stymied in resolving through anything too drastic. Like the early days of the Attitude Era, Vince may be testing the waters to see if this new direction works. Rousey breaking the fourth wall could be the start of a new era in WWE history, or possibly a footnote in its ongoing decline in quality. But there you have it, guys. 10 reasons why Ronda Rousey is breaking the fourth wall in wrestling. Do you think she should be breaking kayfabe? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.